declare for the vacant Women's International Boxing Association Atomweight Championship title. Fighting out of the blue corner with a professional record of 4 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. Hailing from the Kingdom of Thai, this is Phunnakran Karnjanawong. And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner with a professional record of 12 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. Hailing from the Philippines, this is Norj Guro. Referee in charge of the action, Be My Paul Suwan.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the 6th fight of the evening. This WIBA Atomweight title fight scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds. Norj Guro from the Philippines takes on Phunnakran Karnjanawong Gym. Norj Guro in the black shorts and the black vest, and the pink vest takes on Phunnakran from Thailand in the blue shorts and the blue vest. Round number 1 underway. And both fighters already starting early with some big combinations and some nice counter punching as well. Phunnakran looked slightly nervous when she got in there, but she is landing some nice combinations already and some nice counter shots as well. But Norj Guro lands a big right hook upstairs. A right hand down the middle, landed by Phunnakran. Phunnakran looks very much in control of her counter punching early on. And when you're against a southpaw, counter punching is even more important because you want to time your opponent who already has the advantage on you with their footwork. Norj Guro trying to find her timing and just marches forward and takes a big combination upstairs. Phunnakran definitely has the larger scoring section in the arena, but Norj Guro has the larger fan base on YouTube right now. Thailand taking on the Philippines, and Phunnakran doing a good job to step back with that jab and not allowing Norj Guro to get her combinations off. Very nicely done by both of these fighters early on. Guro just marching forward. Phunnakran stepping back with the jab with that Olympic style boxing of just stepping back with the jab and landing a right hand and a left hook as a counter. But Guro lands a stiff left hand and a right hand upstairs as well. Guro just very relentless and active. 10 seconds to go of round number 1. Phunnakran holds on. Can she keep Guro away from her? That is the end of round number 1. Round number 2 of this WIBA Atomweight title fight. Thailand in the blue, Norj Guro from the Philippines in the black and purple / pink. Round 2. Phunnakran does a good job to throw a nice jab and a right hand down the middle. Norj Guro gets underneath the jab and throws a right hand upstairs of her own. And it's hard not to be mesmerized by Phunnakran's scoring section. Everything she lands, the crowd are going wild, but Norj Guro is finding openings in between the counter puncher of Phunnakran, and that is how you beat a counter puncher. Timing in between the counters is exactly what you need to do. Phunnakran holds on the back of the neck and throws an uppercut. The referee is going to be very careful that she doesn't allow Phunnakran to do too much of that. You cannot drag on the neck of your opponent. A big right hand gets down the middle. And a big left hand upstairs by Norj Guro. Norj Guro goes downstairs with a left hand, and a right hand upstairs lands by Phunnakran. Both fighters back in the center of the ring, just out of range of one another. And look at how calm Phunnakran is, even against someone who's powerful as Norj Guro. She is stepping back and throwing counters, but a big right hand Phunnakran's got to be careful when you're going back. That is when you get knocked down. It's when you have your hands low and you go backwards and cross step. Phunnakran has got to stay focused if she wants to win this fight. Focus is everything in these fights. A nice right hand lands clean. And that is the end of round number 2. A nice combination by both of these fighters being landed in the second round. Let's see an action replay. And that was when both fighters landed hooks upstairs. A bit of a tick for tack at the moment. You notice how Norj Guro goes upstairs and downstairs with the combinations and lands that big winging right hand to the temple of Phunnakran. But Phunnakran just constantly stepping back and landing some nice left hands in the process. I'm enjoying the counter punches of Phunnakran in this fight. Norj Guro marches forward, but that is the perfect time for Phunnakran to throw a check hook in the process. And for those of you who are not aware of what a check hook is, when your opponent goes towards you, you step back and you throw a hook, usually your lead hook, and it's the momentum against your opponent that usually lands a lot harder, and that's why it's called a check hook. We're going into the third round. The Philippines takes on Thailand. Norj Guro from the Philippines in the black and purple / pink takes on Phunnakran from Thailand in the blue and black. This is a WIBA Atomweight title fight scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds. Phunnakran comes alive with a nice jab and a right hand after Norj Guro lands a big hook upstairs. Norj Guro starting to close that gap of Phunnakran. But Norj Guro needs to be very careful she doesn't walk into a big counter shot. It's the shots you do not see that hurt the most. Some nice footwork by Phunnakran, but she's moving towards the right side, which is exactly when Norj Guro wants her if she wants to land that big left hand down the middle. When you've got a classic southpaw against an orthodox, it's a battle of the footwork, but we see Norj Guro go into the orthodox stance now. She wasn't having success in the southpaw. She's now gone into an orthodox stance. But I think Phunnakran will have more success against Norj Guro if she goes into the orthodox. Orthodox against an orthodox is a lot easier. Against the southpaw usually has the advantage. Norj Guro goes downstairs. As both fighters are involved in the clinch, the referee pries them apart. Both fighters in the center of the ring. Final moments of this round. Guro goes towards her. Phunnakran pushes down on the head of Guro. And a big hand upstairs lands by Guro. A very nice round by both of these fighters. A very even fight so far. And applied over Norj Guro's face, and a slight marking on the forehead of Norj Guro. We're going into the fourth round for this WIBA Atomweight title fight scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds. Norj Guro from the Philippines in the black and purple / pink. Phunnakran Singh Mantasak Jim in the blue and black. Thailand taking on the Philippines for this Atomweight title. Will it go the full 8 rounds? We are halfway through this fight already. Phunnakran, you can see, has a pedigree in amateur boxing, but she eats a left hand in the process. Beautiful times left hand by Norj Guro as she goes back into the southpaw stance. And like I said, Norj Guro will have more success as a southpaw than she will as an orthodox. When she goes into the orthodox stance, Phunnakran has better timing. If you're in the southpaw, it's a lot more difficult for Phunnakran to find her timing. Guro marches towards, but Phunnakran jabs her opponent off balance and goes towards her opponent. Beautifully done. to jab and push down on your opponent. Very much what Floyd Mayweather used to do. Jab, right hand, and if he misses the jab, he pushes down the back of your neck. A big right hand by Norj Guro upstairs as we were talking about it. So the powerful shots are definitely going to Norj Guro, but the activity is going to Phunnakran. So it depends how you score this fight. Do you score the counter punch activity of Phunnakran or the powerful shots of Norj Guro? A great fight so far, style against style, a classic matchup, southpaw against orthodox. And look at the control of Phunnakran. Muhammad Ali used to say, if you can hold your opponent, you can see the punches coming. Both fighters in the corner, final moments of this round. Norj Guro had a lot of success in that round with some big powerful shots upstairs. Let's see some action replays brought to you by Highland Boxing Gym. So Phunnakran doing a good job to counter Norj Guro, but Norj Guro, look at left hand stiff upstairs, perfectly timed, and there was that right hand upstairs as well. A great round for both fighters, but Norj Guro to me edges that round with the powerful shot, and Norj Guro has found the timing of these powerful shots. And that is the bell for the 5th round, scheduled for 8. Thailand takes on the Philippines for this WIBA Atomweight title fight. Norj Guro in the black and purple, Phunnakran in the blue and black. Both fighters in the center of the ring, and a big left hand upstairs landed by Guro. Guro just marching forward, closing the gap. Phunnakran just needs to get on that back foot once again and create some distance between her and Norj Guro. She has a lot more success when she's on the back foot with a gap between them. She's got the range, she's got the check hook ability, and she's got the footwork, but Norj Guro has found her home with that right hook upstairs. Beautifully done by Norj Guro. Phunnakran needs to keep sticking that jab out, keep sticking the jab and throwing that right hand down the middle. Phunnakran needs to get back to bread and butter boxing, which is jab, right hand, jab and grab if she needs to. And there it is, she's starting to clinch her opponent, maybe starting to wear and tear. Guro's power is definitely evident in the later rounds. Guro just marching towards her, not allowing Phunnakran to get her counter shots off, pushing her against the ropes. And there's a nice left hand downstairs, followed up by a right uppercut and a right hook upstairs. Norj Guro relentless with her combinations at this point. And I think that's exactly what Norj Guro was relying on. She was relying on Phunnakran to punch herself out and get tired. Norj Guro is the more experienced boxer in professional boxing. A big right hand upstairs as well. Phunnakran spits her gum shield out. It looks like Phunnakran is definitely tired. And we see the action replays here. Norj Guro lands that big right hook upstairs several times in that round. Phunnakran really needs to get their breath back. She needs to dig down deep now. Phunnakran does not want to throw this fight away. All right, we are into the 6th round of this fight. Norj Guro from the Philippines in the black and purple takes on Phunnakran from Thailand in the blue and black. Norj Guro just marching towards Phunnakran, not respecting the power of Phunnakran at all. Phunnakran lands a nice combination there, but Norj Guro does not seem fazed by the power at all. Phunnakran just needs to keep flicking that jab out even when you're tired. You can still pretend you've got energy with the jab. The jab doesn't have to land to be effective. Norj Guro walking towards Phunnakran with her hands down and throwing a big hook upstairs, and it lands and stumbles Phunnakran ever so slightly. That left hand gets upstairs as well. I'd like to see Phunnakran get on the balls of her feet. Remember, boxing is theatre. You're impressing the referee and the judges as well as your opponent. Don't let them know you're tired. Pretend you've got energy. Dig down deep. Bite down on the gum shield. Pretend you've still got it. A big left hand and a right landed by Norj Guro. Phunnakran starting to find the target again, but puts her opponent in a headlock. Again, a sign that these fighters are definitely tired. Norj Guro is either just not respecting the power of Phunnakran and has her hands low, or is tired as well, but a big left hand upstairs, and that is where the experience pays off. Guro is just rolling with the punches now and expecting to land these haymakers upstairs. Final moments of this round. That is the bell. We're going into a 7th in just a moment. Phunnakran spits her gum shield out once again. Action replays here. Big uppercuts upstairs by Norj Guro, but Phunnakran had moments in that fight where she was landing big combinations as well. It's been an even fight so far. How are you scoring it? Are you scoring the power of Norj Guro? Are you... And that is a belt for the 7th round, scheduled for 2 minutes. This WIBA Atomweight title fight. The Philippines takes on Thailand. Norj Guro in the black and purple. Phunnakran in the blue and black. The 7th round. If it's even, you need to push the pace now. You cannot give any rounds away. Phunnakran steps back and lands a right of her own, but Norj Guro does a good job to send that left to the body and upstairs as well. Nicely done by Phunnakran to step back and land that right hand as well, and very nicely done again. The crowd are going wild every time Phunnakran lands a shot. Norj Guro knows how to weather a storm. She's a very seasoned professional boxer, and she eats a big right hand upstairs as well. Phunnakran needs to box smart and keep the focus throughout the entire round. Norj Guro will not go in. A big right hand upstairs lands by Norj Guro. Norj Guro swings and misses. Phunnakran definitely has a granite chin to eat that shot and carry on. The referee pries them apart. Final moments of the 7th round. Not long to go of this fight either. We are scheduled for 8. I have it close, but I'm just a man on the microphone. How are you scoring this fight at home? Some big combinations. Norj Guro, a big right hand upstairs. Norj Guro has definitely found the target. Final moments of the 7th round. Phunnakran is exhausted, and she throws it out once again. We're going into an 8th round. Let's see an action replay here. And you see Phunnakran in the early moments of that round was doing a great job to counterpunch, but then it was just Norj Guro towards the end of that round to land the clean haymakers towards the end and stumbled Phunnakran twice in that round. A great round by both of these fighters. I love to see a counterpunch, but Norj Guro has just not given up and has just marched towards Phunnakran this entire round and landed big shots upstairs. How have you scored this fight so far? Do you have it close like I do? Do you have Norj Guro winning massively, or do you have it the other way around? Counter punches against big power shots. We're now going into the 8th and final round, the WIBA Atomweight title weight fight. Final rounds. A big right hand upstairs. Norj Guro seems to have found some more energy in this final round. Big left hand upstairs. Norj Guro has definitely found some energy in this final round. Phunnakran looks like she's got some energy too, but sometimes you've got to fake it till you make it. And that's exactly what both of these fighters are doing. It's a battle of the poker faces. Who can pretend they're not tired? But I think Norj Guro won the last round and the round before that. So Phunnakran needs to put on a good display of boxing if she wants this fight to be close. Neither fighter has gone down. A big left hand upstairs by Norj Guro. Norj Guro, head movement as well. Phunnakran, I think experience is exactly what Norj Guro has done in this fight. Used her experience to win this for her. Phunnakran starting to wear and tear in this round. She goes downstairs with her right hand and grabs her opponent. Nicely done by Phunnakran. Final moments of this WIBA Atomweight title fight. And a big right hand by Norj Guro. How is Phunnakran standing after that big shot? The granite chin of the woman from Thailand, Miss Phunnakran Singmantasakjim. 10 seconds to go of this WIBA Atomweight title fight. Has Norj Guro done it? Has she done just enough? A good end to the fight. Both fighters embrace one another. How
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for decision. Your winner by unanimous decision, the red corner, Norj Guro!
And from the Philippines, Norj Guro takes the victory. A beautiful performance by both of these fighters. A lot of respect for Phunnakran Singmantasakjim from Thailand. I think she fought brilliantly, and I'd like to see her again in that ring. But of course, everything now is eyes on